Okay, hello sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have few questions like based on our design thinking model.
Okay.
So our first question is like, what do you do, sir?
I teach mathematics. I'm a mathematics professor at the College of Engineering. So I teach both UG as well as PG and CA.
Okay, sir. How long have you been teaching, sir?
It's been about 14 years.
14 years. Joined around 2012.
Correct.
That's great. So, do you manage your own finances, sir?
Yeah.
Or you are taking help from any like financial advisor? Or...
No advisor as such.
That's
There's not much management as such. It's going on.
So, do you currently save or invest money?
Yeah, just a little. One is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana for my daughter. That is given by government. And the other one in PhonePe and small SIP. SBI.
So, where do you usually keep your savings? Like in bank, FD, or
FD. Yeah, I do have some FDs.
okay. So in mutual funds, you have only SIPs
Yeah.
at the moment.
Correct.
So, how would you describe your understanding of investments?
Not much.
Like if you want to rate yourself like out of 10 scale, like
Out of 10 months, I would be somewhere around 3 or 4.
okay. So, can you help me understand like, what is your understanding about SIP? Like, what do you understand?
Actually, this SIP also, my brother suggested. He is more into these things. He has a good savings idea, mutual fund and all. So he forced me that at least this one thing you have to do. So I have done. Apart from that, not much actually. I would like to know. Sometimes it scares me a little, the details.
So mutual funds scares you a bit, like investments basically.
Yeah. Scares means not to put scaring.
Because you don't have idea.
I don't have idea. Yeah.
Clear understanding.
Yeah.
That too, whatever you have invested in SIP was from like your brothers.
Yeah.
Suggestion.
Correct. Moreover, we built a home. So we have a loan going on. So not much thought or scope or space is there in that direction.
Because all your incomes would be diverting into the loan. Okay. So, do you try to learn about finances?
I would learn.
As of now, are you trying to learn from any? Not really. Okay. But you would love to learn about this finances. So, what confuses you the most about investing?
The fact that there is risk, and I told the word scare. It's in a lighter term, but the fact that there should be a part of my brain which has to keep on thinking about that is going up, this is coming down. I can see how people around me run behind it. I would rather put my brain space to something I would love doing, maybe music or mathematics or something. So that makes me keep avoid it. I know that if I go into it, it will hurt me inside. Is what I think.
See, but like there's a difference between stock, trading and like mutual funds. In trading, you have to keep looking, like the stock is going up, down, or it is drastically falling down. In that, you have to redeem your money, otherwise you'll be lost. But in mutual funds, there is scope of diversification, compounding, right? In mutual funds, you don't have such a larger risk as of like stock trading, right? Because you give your money to a fund manager, like you're giving your money to a Kotak mutual fund, suppose. Okay, the Kotak mutual fund have fund managers, right? So what they do is that they collect money from the market, like you, like me. like other people, they will all put money in Kotak mutual fund on a particular scheme. So once they are collected, there will be a fund FO, like fund offers, NFO, new fund offer. Okay, so that has a time period of like 1 to 14 days, and they have a closing period. Okay, so in that duration, what they do is that they collect funds from the market. Once they have collected and once the deadline is closed, now they invest that money into that scheme. Now into that scheme, like it is in suppose ITs. Okay, so in IT, like information technology, like IT sector. Okay, so in that also they will diversify money into different companies. Like some part of 10 or 15% will be in Accenture, 15 to 20% will be in Infosys or some other companies like Zomato. Okay, so what will happen is that all the companies has a very less chance that all will fall at the same time, right? Because every company is working in different domain. Like Zomato is working in food delivery domain, Lenskart is working in like specs. So there's a very less chance. If some industry falls, other industries are like maintained. Okay, so your like ability to lose your money decreases drastically. But what happens in stock trading? What happens like your complete amount is like suppose you have bought a share of Torrent Power, energy, like okay, it comes under energy. So your full money is in Torrent Power. If Torrent Power company falls down, your full money falls down. So here like the risk is pretty much higher, right? So there is a difference. So the thing which you said about like your money will keep falling down, you have to keep a track of it. That usually doesn't happen in mutual funds. Right? So mutual fund is much safer option. Okay, we'll move forward with next question. Are you afraid of losing money when investing? Yes.
I'm afraid of thought of whole system.
Okay. Have you or someone lost money in investments? Like they lost money in mutual fund or stocks? Stocks. As I said, stocks are risk. Okay. Do you?
Stocks and cryptocurrency.
Okay, crypto is. So, do you compare options like FD versus mutual funds?
Do you compare
Options like FD or mutual funds?
with when I'm investing?
Yeah.
Would I go for FD or mutual fund?
Mm.
I've not done a comparative thing.
You just have an idea of FD on like your previous people have done, so you
They would have put some clean figure,
uh,
however small it is.
uh,
It is clear that if you keep it for certain
period of time,
you would get this
amount.
simple line.
Yeah. So you have very less, almost no risk over that.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So do you trust financial apps and platforms?
Yeah, I think if right people build it and show their credibility through track record, why not?
So there is already apps like Grow, Zero that. Okay. Why have you ever tried that? Not yet.
As I told, I didn't put my thought in that direction, so I'm not aware of that.
I'm not aware of that. So okay. Okay, so what kind of help would make investing easier for you?
What kind of help? Maybe a person I know who is close to me and tells me things in simplest terms and gives the best possible ways to move ahead in terms of finance. Very good.
Like you prefer a human advisor, like
Maybe human advisor, yeah.
if the same thing if we convert into a like app, would you prefer it?
Yeah.
Like it will be customized
It's,
according to you. Okay.
okay.
Not a general thing. So okay, what percentage of your income do you save? Like how much?
So we used to save, say, some 10 to 20% before, at least. Now it's just one or two of those options. So you can say right now 10%, leaving low. Yeah.
Okay, if I give you 5 options, how many options will you choose? Okay, like what stops you from investing? First option is risk. Second is lack of guidance. Third is no money. Fourth is confusion, and fifth is trust issues. You can see like how many
1,
options?
2, and 4. 1, 2, 4, 5.
1, 2, 4, 5. So you
Money is there a little.
yeah.
However little.
Okay. So risk is stopping you. Lack of guidance also. Okay. So there is a confusion also.
And trust issues.
Trust issues. Okay. So we have a hypothetical question also, like because as we know AI has come, so there are too many uncertainties related to jobs, right? So there are people, like AI is replacing. So if any case, if any person, like suppose you would have been working as an AI engineer, right? And suppose you lose your job, so how prepared are you like financially?
Okay. Somewhat okay. I think I'll be able to take care of basic necessities without this car and all.
So you are partially prepared.
Partially, correct.
So have you prepared your emergency fund, right? But do you have understanding of what is emergency fund?
Now that I hear the term, I can guess its meaning, but no, I have not kept it aside.
Okay, so emergency fund is like we try to keep our savings of at least 6 months. If something is like we lose a job or suppose market also falls down, okay, we have made a loss, there should be at least a 6 months savings so that we can run our basic necessities of our life. Right? So do you have emergency fund as well? So I'll give you 5 options. Okay, you have to choose like what kind of help would you prefer? Like simple guidance, step-by-step plan, AI-based suggestions, human advisor, or learning resources.
So it's any one of these, is it?
Yeah, you can choose any of these.
Okay. Human advisor, of course, and simple guidance should be fine. Step-by-step plan, I think these two can be combined. Simple guidance, step-by-step plan, given by a human advisor.
Would you prefer learning resources like if someone or an app teaches you or gives you an idea? Maybe if you ask or like you'll have an option like about understanding mutual funds or different schemes or things like that. Will you prefer that?
If it can give it in simple terms, it would be nice to have some resource where I can learn this whenever I want.
Yeah. So that was great. And so from your suggestions, like if I'm building an app, okay, what features would you like
building
have?
an app?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that you don't have to be in confusion. Like you would prefer like if there would be an app, it should be like that. If you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, whatever happens through app, what would be happening? It will just suggest and I'll have to do the work, or through app it will suggest and through app maybe it will have some arena where I can make the payment and it will.
No. As of now, we are not thinking about the payment section because there is already other competitors. They are providing. Okay, so we are basically helping you short you financially. Okay, we are making that platform like for you to simplify your finances. Okay, so based on your savings, it will suggest you like how you should invest or how you should manage your finances. Like it's about managing.
Okay.
Right. So in that app, like what features would you prefer? Like, or
Okay.
will it be helpful for you?
First thing would be maybe privacy. Top priority in the sense that if I want to get customized suggestions for me, that means it should know my
Details.
all details. At least how much I am getting, where I am putting what, and so on. So that means it needs to be trusted at some level. So that would be some security should be and secure. So say. And once I give these, based on that, it will have to give obviously customized suggestions. Of course, it can ask me questions to know where I stand, what are my thoughts, and so on. So yeah, customization and secure thing, which keeps my details private. And what else? I think these things come to my mind as of now.
Pause it for a minute. So, yeah, started. Okay, so we'll read some suggestions. Okay, you rate us like if that will be helpful from your perspective or not. Okay, so these are the responses of the people we have got from the Google Forms. Okay, so people say that I would love to see a dashboard where I can track all my fixed deposits, saving accounts, balances, demat account balance, etc. of different accounts all together. Then the same with credit or loan accounts of different banks together. Okay. So in that case, we have to fetch the data from everywhere. That becomes too complex. What I feel, and that is not our, because at this point if we are building an app, we have to focus on our USP, right? And we have to keep our SKUs too small, like features small, so we can't connect to them. So yeah, but we see there is a gap over there. People are facing issues in tracking their things. Okay. Second is that a personal human assistant who is experienced in investment and can help to get good returns. Yeah, if there is a personal human assistant, like personal human advisor, becomes very helpful. But see, for every individual there can't be, like human, and that too so educated, like financially literate. It is basically rare, like. Okay. So next is they're saying that CAGR, XIRR tracking of mutual funds. Yeah. Risk calculator, automatic calculation of diversification of fund in each mutual funds for safety and consistent return. For example, your app should suggest that one should invest certain percentage of money in different categories of fund as per their AGR or something. So yeah, what do you think? This is a good idea. Like based on your savings, it is automatically calculating diversification.
Okay.
And taking care of safety and being consistent.
I'll add to that actually. Suppose you have something like this much amount you have right now to savings, maybe this month, or maybe this next year you are predicting this much monthly savings. Okay, so from now on, if you do 1 year into this kind of mutual fund, this would be the return you are getting, going in, getting out. And there are other things, options, where if you put in these kind of stocks, these would be maximum returns and these would be worst case scenarios. One would be in green and one would be red kind of a thing. So it's like I'm able to see this is the amount and this is what I'll be getting with mutual funds. And with stocks, you have to get two things. One is this is the possibility where this much risk is also there. Whatever you're investing, you might end up
Yeah.
getting something.
So what will be the worst case? I'll be taking my money off.
Yeah. So if that is the case, is there some amount I have where I don't mind risking it? If that is the case, that part of money can go to stocks, and there's some big chunk of amount which I don't want that much risk, I can put into mutual fund. This kind of suggestions also, if it gives, it would be great. Further, if it shows visually that these are the possibilities you have, it gives a perspective to user.
So based on the past data, we can tell like in this, we see because there's a war situation going on, right? So in 2008 also there was something, market crashed. So based on that, how much percentage this stock fell down? Okay, so what can we expect, like for upcoming months or something? So on that basis we can predict. Right?
So as you're interviewing, maybe I'll tell something that if you find that there are many people like me, music example would be, I don't know how to, there's a person who doesn't know how to make music, what goes into making music, who likes good music and he feels some music is bad. Yeah, just that outward knowledge. Like that in financial, I am good. Where I know that savings would be good, but putting mind into it would reap rewards, but it's just that for my personal taste, I don't go into that. I have other things which excite me much more, which are more meaningful to me. But I do understand that practically in life, that is definitely required. So people like me, if there are more of them, are there apps? I don't know. Are there apps which cater to people like me, giving simplified picture? As I was telling regarding stocks and some very simple view. If we want detail, it will be there inside maybe, but at the outset, this is its focus kind of a thing.
So that's why here we come into place.
Exactly.
Yeah. So people have given a very big suggestion. Okay, I'll read it. Tell me if it makes sense. So your app should suggest when is the right time to invest more capital by tracking and using RSI index. PE means based on some parameters, like we have to track like when is the right time to invest big capitals. So many people don't understand when to invest lump sum, and they end up investing on the top of the market. So the basic idea is that we should always put our money, like when the market is down, so that when market grows, then we make profit. Suppose if we invest our money at top level, okay, and the market falls, because if you regularly check the Sensex, okay, so the Sensex is almost ranging in around 75,000 to 76,000, right? So if you invest at that point, it will have a very rare chance to go to 80,000 because it has been fluctuating in that range for like 2 to 3 years, right? So you have a chances of making profit like for 1,000 points. But if suppose the market, like this is a war situation right now, as PMO he gave a speech like. So there is a war situation, right? So now market is falling. Suppose it falls down to 65,000 or 70,000. Okay, so it has fell down by 5,000. Okay, since market was fluctuating for constant years, like in around 75,000 points, so we will have a better surety. Like okay, market will again, regain it those points, right? So when it came to 70,000, at that time if we invest, right, and we will have more possibility of making profits, right? So This is also good idea, but let's see. So would you like this feature? Like it will suggest us when is the right time. But it would be complex, because it will involve, like news and all. You have to be updated about it because it is very uncertain when the market is falling, right? And we are not dealing in that direction. We are dealing in simplifying finances, right? So this is what I feel is that it's deviating. At this point of time, we can't deviate. We have to be very focused, like what we want to do. At later stage, we can diversify, right? We can add more features to it. But at this time, so we have a lot of responses, but all of them doesn't feel. So one person says that learning simple, straightforward, no complications, straight to point, tracking. Okay. So you might be fully confused about from straight to point. Would you agree to that?
But straight to point is easier said than done
Yeah.
in finance.
Yeah.
But okay, it's nice to wish at least.
Yeah. So understanding like this guy wants to simplify finance. Okay, just tell me what's it.
Yes.
So that was all about it, sir. It was a great time. Thank you so
Same
much,
here.
sir. Yeah.
All the best.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All the best.